Attention final expense telesales agents, are you sick and tired of hearing frustrating knee-jerk objections on the beginning of your telesales presentation? Are you looking for a script that will overcome them so you can continue your presentations and get more sales? If that sounds like you, then you have found the perfect video. I've got my friend in the business, Mr. Roscoe, on to demonstrate the most common frustrating knee-jerk objections that final expense agents hear when selling over the phone. And I've got a script to share with you on how to overcome them so that you can continue your presentations and get better results. So what we're first going to do is actually listen to the objections that Roscoe gives. Then I'm going to rebuttal them. And then after we go through those initial knee-jerk objections, I'm going to give you the psychology behind why the script works so that you not only know the script but understand it, and therefore are more likely to actually do it and then get the results you're looking for. So let's take it away. Knee-jerk objection number 1, just give me a quote.
Can you just give me a quote? And let's get to the point. Just give me a quote. That's all I need. I just need a quote. Q-O-T, quote. Just give me a quote. Oh, how hard is it to get a quote?
Hey, no problem, Roscoe. I just need 5 minutes to do my job to deliver that information, and I'm definitely going to give you a quote. So I see you live down in Chattanooga. Do you live close to the lake, or is it close to the river? Knee-jerk objection number 2. I don't make a decision up front.
Buddy, I don't ever make a hasty decision. I do not make a hasty decision, and I don't make a decision without praying about it.
Hey, that's okay, Roscoe. I just need a few minutes to do my job to give you this information that you requested. So I see that you live in area code 423. That's down in East Tennessee, isn't it? Knee-jerk objection number 3. Call me back later.
Can you call me back later? Can you call me back later this afternoon or next month? I'm busy. I'm so busy.
Hey, that's okay, Roscoe. I just need 5 minutes to show you what this is all about, and then I'll be on my way. So I see that you live down in Chattanooga. How's the weather like there? You get hit with that big blast of snow the other day? So now that you've heard these common 3 objections, and you'll hear these a lot on the phone when you sell final expense, let's understand and take time to understand the psychology behind why I said what I did and why it's so important to be Johnny on the spot in rebutting these objections. In the first 30 seconds is critical in order to progress the call into the entirety of the call. And if you get stumbled over yourself in those first 30 seconds, it's very unlikely that you're ever going to get the chance to qualify the client and close them. So you've got to be really good at dealing with the initial resistance and the initial friction that your prospect has. And you've got to be able to overcome these quickly, sell why you're going to continue the presentation, and then get back into the presentation with a question to transition you back into the rapport stage. We call this strategy the ASK methodology. A means answer the objection. S means sell why you're going to continue to do the appointment. And C, in this case, means continue the presentation into the rapport building phase. So let's go over exactly how this breaks down so you can better understand how this methodology is being implemented with my responses. So whatever the client says, I always reply by saying, hey, that's okay, that's no problem. That is the answer to whatever it is that they're saying. It's disarming, it's not threatening, I'm not debating with them, I'm just acknowledging that I understand what they're saying. The second step to this is selling what I'm going to do. So what I'm trying to do here is sell that this is no big deal to talk to me. It's no big deal to have a conversation. And I'm saying it in a tonality that I'm not here to sell them or feel guilty or feel stressed. It's low key, it's casual, it's designed to lower the defenses of the prospect. And notice I say things very similar each time. Hey, no problem, Mr. Prospect. I need 5 minutes to do my job, and what you decide to do with this is up to you. That statement, what you decide to do with this is up to you. All I need is 5 minutes, is very disarming. The client doesn't feel as threatened. And we know what the client really is thinking when they say things like, I need a quote, or call me back, or I'm busy, is that's just a smoke screen to get away from having a conversation and to possibly getting in an awkward, stressful situation. So when you address that in the response, that you shouldn't be stressful, that you should be relaxed, and I'm just doing my job, it's no big deal. For some of our prospects, you're going to lower that anxiety level and then open them up to having a conversation with you. And last but not least is the continuation into the presentation. It's really important that after you address that concern in the S section, that you go back into your rapport building section and just assume the client's okay with that and start asking more rapport building questions. You might start asking pre-qualification questions depending on where you are in the presentation. But the point is, you don't say, is that fine? Is that fair enough? You don't even ask any questions for them to say yes or no. You just pick back up where you left off. You answered their objection. You sold them on why it's no big deal. So we just assume it's okay, and we continue back in our presentation so that we make sure we build the adequate level of rapport, and so that hopefully they'll just follow along. Whereas if we say something again, can't stress this enough, like, is that okay with you? Hope that's okay. Like if we say stuff like that where we're sort of, kind of, or maybe directly asking for permission, we're very likely not going to get far. So remember, the ask methodology is critical here. This is exactly the same script that I used with Roscoe, and I absolutely recommend that you do the same type of scripting for yourself as well, because what you're going to find is you're going to get into more telesales presentations than you would have, and you'll get to the end and close more prospects because of it. If you're interested in joining DuFord Insurance Group, go to davidduford.com/FAQ. I do recruit agents nationally to sell final expense over the phone or in person, as well as those agents interested in selling Medicare. And you can learn more about both at my website, davidduford.com/FAQ. Thank you for watching.